2 foot hun versus the vacuum. Let me start by saying I understand apartment living, and some aspects just come with it, but in some circumstances it's your peace of mind against theirs. My place that I have lived in forever has really poor insulation, and the walls are paper thin, and my upstairs neighbor just walking on the thinly insulated wooden floors sounds like Anakin's approach on the Jedi Temple. I live with it. I understand it can't be helped. But recently my upstairs neighbor decided to vacuum at 10:20 p.m., 5:10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 12 p.m., etc. Either way, my apartment would sound like a war zone or a football game flyover. I attributed this to two factors: her border collie who was in a state of constant shedding, and well, cocaine is a hell of a drug. We did at one time have a rapport, so I sent her text message and asked could you maybe limit the amount of times or just do it in reasonable hours. Around 1 a.m., the vacuum began, and my "can you keep it down" text was met with the green bubble of blockage. The next morning, before I left for work, I rang her doorbell and asked the same question, this time stating, can you do it 10 p.m. at the latest and 8:30 the earliest, so I could sleep? I was met with a "fuck you" and a door slam. I called out from work that day. I went to Best Buy and picked up a reasonable priced soundbar with subwoofer combo, which I needed anyways, and stopped at the liquor store and picked up a bottle of nice tequila. As I got home, I knocked on my adjacent neighbor's door, who my bedroom shared a wall with. I gave them the tequila and stated I apologize for the noise and it's going to be loud for the next day or two. 3 tops. They laughed and stated it's okay. I placed the speaker system in my closet, projected upwards as close as I could to my ceiling. Tu Honkai's remix, absolute banger in my opinion. And from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the hour, every hour for 20 mins, I demonstrated a fraction of my power. I wanted it to be on a schedule so she knew it was coming, and when it didn't, the trauma alone would be enough. But as I stated before, cocaine is a hella of a drug. After my first set, the vacuum returned. I waited for the break and then proceeded to play my set again. This war of attrition continued until about 9 p.m., at which point I made one last attempt of civility. I knocked on her door and stated, can we be adults about this? The answer again was profanity and a slammed door in my face, and at 2 a.m., vacuuming. I woke up at 5 a.m. I decided I wanted to go for a run. Before I did, I fired up my current favorite song and left. Then went to be fast and caught up with a friend. To my surprise, my phone lit up with blue text message bubbles of acceptance and messages of displeasure. But from that morning on, I never heard that vacuum again. Me and my next-door neighbor sometimes have tequila and laugh about it,